Hello, how are you all? Good, Tamil Rasi. I'm seeing you after a long time. You were on vacations or what? Sadatu, you also. I'm meeting you after a long while. What happened? Where were both of you? Okay, you were relocating. So you have moved to a new place. Okay. Still moving. All right. So are you celebrating Deepavali today? You were on house hunting. What about you, Tamil Rasi? Yesterday. You celebrated it yesterday. But it is today as per the calendar, the Vedic calendar. So in South you celebrate it on the day of Choti Deepavali. Okay. All right. So let's just continue with the class. Today we'll be studying about advertising and its different types, and then we'll be discussing a case study. Just two of you are there in the class. What about others? They might just come. You can just read. What is advertising? Can you just tell me, Sadatu and Tamil Rasi, before you read this, can you tell me what is advertising? What is the purpose of advertising? Sadatu? Tamil Rasi? What is advertising? Can you tell me in simple language? The activity or profession of producing advertisements for commercial products or services to make potential customers aware of a certain product. Yes, that's good. Sadatu? So advertising is basically a paid form of any persuasion. It's like when you persuade the people to buy your product and you pay to the advertising company for designing that advertisement. So that is advertising. You can see the aims and objectives of advertising. To gain an understanding of the role of advertising within the marketing communications mix, to examine communication and advertising theories and their relationship with consumer behavior, to develop knowledge of advertising strategy and planning, to examine the importance and uses of creativity in advertising. Like these are the things which we will be covering through these PPTs. Okay. You can see the definition of advertising. It's an accepted part of everyday life. There is still great debate as to how advertising work, and the role it can and should perform within the marketing communication mix. So again the same thing has been written. What is the purpose of the PPT or the slideshow which we are going to study today? Now what is the definition of advertising? You can just read it. Have you read Sadatu and Tamil? Okay. Now, advertising is a success if there is a proper approach to brand and marketing mix. Now, what is a brand? It is a product whose producer has made every effort to make it uniquely desirable to potential buyers, consistently using every element in its presentation to do so. Like Adidas, Nike, or I say Pepsi, Cola, Duke, all these are brands. These are companies which these are like into the business for many years, and these are now brands. If we assume about them, if like we have to buy products of them, it is already assumed that they are of excellent quality. They have become a brand. Now, what is marketing mix? Now, why do companies do this? If done well, it makes the brand difficult to compete against, and it develops aura, making it appear better than its competitors. So that is the basic purpose of advertising, to make your product appear better than your competitors and just persuading or requesting the potential customers to buy it. So a brand is created by all the elements of the marketing mix working together, and it creates a positive prejudice in the people's mind. There should be positive prejudice. You understand prejudice? Okay, Tamil, prejudice is like preconceived notion. You have some things in your mind. Like if you go to a shop, like if you go to buy a jeans and you go to a showroom of Levi's, you have this prejudice in your mind that okay, if I am buying of Levi's, it has to be of excellent quality. How much expensive it may be, but you will definitely buy it, and you'll just like the product even if it's not up to the mark, even if it's not of that quality. So that is a prejudice. You already have a set image in the mind. You are addicted to it. Yes, option not based on opinion, not based on experience. Yes, Sadat. We can say that, but it can be based on experience as well. Now, definition of marketing mix. It is a range of tools and techniques that allows businesses to provide customers with what they want. It acts as a conduit for consumers' demand to reach businesses, thus turning this demand into profitable sales. The marketing mix is not just marketing of the product. It includes a range of tools and techniques. It's like many things put together, and everything should be so used and so selected that it should result in making your marketing or your advertising a success. The product should be, the sales of the product should pick up well. So, just a minute. I'll have a glass of water, 1 minute. Okay. So, brand and marketing mix. What does the tool include? Tools to advertising include product formulation and variation, packaging, sales literature, sales posts, pricing, sales promotion, direct mail, advertising, market research, and branding. Suppose you have to advertise an iPhone. You have to advertise for an iPhone. And in fact, you have to launch the product. Now, what do you think is the best possible way to launch an iPhone, or the best possible place to launch it? Can you tell me? Patatu and Tamil Rati, if you have to launch an iPhone, where do you think you'll get the optimum result if you launch it at that place? Patatu, Tamil Rati, are you following? At which place you think launching an iPhone will be of great help to the company? In countries like China, Japan, and Korea. No, I'm not talking about the countries. They use it a lot. What about US? They also use it. I'm saying if the manufacturer chooses a corporate event for the launch of an iPhone, do you think it will be really nice? It will be really good? Because in the corporate event, a lot of corporates will come, high profile people. They are the people who make use of iPhone. They use iPhone on a daily basis. So that will be the best platform to showcase this product. So that all has to be decided very well by the company before the launching of the product in the market. Okay? Tamil Rasi, what happened? You are there? Okay, you didn't answer. So what are the components of the marketing mix? First is net sales value, cost and contribution, and the marketing mix. Now let's see them. Now what is this net sales value? This net sales value is gross margin plus the cost of goods, the materials, that is the cost of input, then packaging, cost of packaging and all, and then the manufacturing. So this all together make up the net sales value of the company. Then cost and contribution. First is operating contribution, selling cost, sales, distribution, communications, and research. Then marketing mix, sales and distribution cost, communications mix, advertising, direct marketing, promotions, exhibitions, etc. These are the different tools which could be used for the purpose of like inducing a product into the market. What is the role of advertising in this? It exists to help to sell things. It is mainly about brands. It is mainly designed to create and strengthen consumer impressions of the brand. Exception is public service advertising. Public service advertising, you understand? Sadatu and Tamil Rasi, what is public service advertising? Public service advertising are the campaigns which are designed for the welfare of the public. You might have seen on the televisions, like there are campaigns related to family planning. There are campaigns related to like treatment of some miserable diseases. There are campaigns related to like stopping the killing of female fetus. So all that is, they are like public service advertising. Do you watch that program, Satyamev Jayate? Ratu and Tamil. Have you heard of this program? Satyamev Jayate. It comes every Sunday at 11 o'clock. So that is a program which is very popular, and it is popular because it is like it has a social message in it. So we can say it is public service advertising. It is a form of that only. It's presented by Amir Khan, if you know. Now, defining advertising goals for measured advertising results. First is merchandise. What is it? Markets, who to reach, where to reach, what are the motives, why people buy or fail to buy. Then media, how to reach, what is the channel that can be used. Then measurements, how to evaluate time and change. And messages, key ideas to convey to. So what is the role of advertising? The role of advertising is, first is marketing. So the process a business uses to satisfy consumer needs by providing goods and services. Number one is product category. What is the product like? Then target market, where it has to be launched. As I gave you the example of iPhone, it should be launched in a corporate event. That will be the best place, the most suited place. Then marketing mix, then brand. Then communication. It is a means to communicate with the people. It is a means to reach the audience. Then it helps in the introduction of a product in the market. It explains important changes, reminds and reinforces. Means when the advertisement is broadcasted on the television or it is flashed in the newspaper now and then it creates a reminder type of a thing. People are reminded about it. Okay? Then persuades. It requests the people. Then economic. It moves from being informational to creating demand. Advertisement not only informs the people about the product, but it also creates a demand. When you see the advertisement in the television, then a demand is created. You say, okay, I will also buy this product. Then advertising is an objective means for providing price, value information, thereby creating a more rational economy. Then the last is societal. What is the role of advertising in society? It informs consumers about innovations and issues, mirrors fashion and design trends. It teaches consumer about new products. It helps shape consumer self-image, and it perpetuates self-expression. Okay? Any doubts? Ratu and Tamil, any problem? Can we go forward? Okay. Now, what is integrated communication? Advertising is a part of total continuum of communications about the brand. It may have a leading role and carry the greatest budget, but it can be merely cast in a supporting role for a campaign of activity centered around an event. I mean, it is a part. Advertising is not the only thing. It is just a part of the whole process. Okay. It may have a leading role. Means advertising is the main means to reach the target audience and to reach the people. So that is very important. And it has the greatest budget. It occupies the maximum of the budget. Now, what is the importance of advertising? It involves a huge amount of money. So, like the channel of advertising should be selected very carefully. Because if we choose the wrong channel, then a lot of money may go vain. Then work is done by relatively few people. Major expenses for media, time and space. Then companies spend only a small percentage of sales on advertising. We look at the budget of advertising, it seems to be very much. But if we compare it with the sales or the benefits which the company gets out of this advertising, then we say that it's like really good to go for advertising. So what are the types of advertising? First is product advertising. It tries to sell a specific product to final users or channel members. Then product, then corporate or institutional advertising. It tries to promote an organization's image, reputation, or ideas rather than a specific product. As I told you about the corporate events. The corporate events are like very much popular these days. So, like it's a big channel of promotion. Now, what are the major advertising medias? Magazine, word of mouth, television, newspaper, yellow pages, radio, outdoor, cinema, and internet. What are the functions of advertising? It builds awareness of the products and brands. It creates image, provides product and brand information. It persuades people, provides incentives to take action. It provides brand reminders. Then it reinforces past purchases and brand experiences. Like if you have taken a product in the past, then because of its advertisement, you might be just reminded about it and you might just go to buy the product again and again. Alright? Ratu in Tamil, is that fine? Now, who are the key players in this whole process of advertising? First is the advertiser, the client who is getting his product advertised. So, if he uses advertising to send out a message about the product, he initiates the advertising effort by identifying and approves the audience plan and budget and hires the advertising agency. So, he is doing a lot of things. It's a one-man show. He is deciding on lot of things and doing that. Then the next is the agency. So agency is, it has strategic and creative expertise, media knowledge, workforce talent, and negotiating abilities. They have advertising department. They have an in-house agency for advertising. So advertising agencies are very important these days. So that is the reason behind it. Then what is the media? Channels of communication that carry the message to the audience. And they are also companies or huge conglomerates. Mass media advertising can be effective, can be cost effective because the costs are spread over the large number of people the ad reaches. You know, advertising costs most to the company. If I give you one example, the example of Coca-Cola. Like Coca-Cola, the cost of manufacturing, you know the actual cost of manufacturing of Coca-Cola. Or can you just tell me what is its available cost in the market? What is the cost at which it is available in the market? A bottle of Coca-Cola. Can you tell me the cost of Coca-Cola bottle? Pepsi, anything, any aerated drink. So Ratu, Tamil Rasi, can you just tell me? You don't drink Coke. You can tell me the cost of any other brand then. Pepsi, Fanta, whatever you drink. You didn't take soda. Okay. Tamil Rasi, do you know the cost of you make your own juice? Oh, you seem to be very health conscious then. Okay, if I talk about Indian currency, it costs rupees 10. Okay, it costs rupees 10. Then I'm talking about Indian terms, and you know the cost of manufacturing of a bottle of it is just 2 rupees. So what is this 8 rupees for? Extra 8 rupees. The extra 8 rupees is for The advertising, you must have seen that in the advertisements of company Coca-Colas and all, you always see a film star or a cricketer. The cost of advertising is so much. The cost of advertising then in the channel of distribution is too big. So that all make up the cost of one bottle 10 rupees, whereas the actual cost is just 2 rupees. The cost of manufacturing. So 8 rupees go in vain. Okay. So mass media advertising can be cost effective because the costs are spread over the large number of people. The ad reaches. The more the advertisement will be flashed in the television or on radio, or it will appear in the newspaper. It will be like It will attract the interest of more and more people. The next is supplier. Assist advertisers, agencies, and the media in creating and placing the ads. Vendor services are often cheaper than those in-house. Okay, means the people who are involved in the channel of distribution, like agencies, the brokers, the wholesalers, the retailers, they are all the people who are there in the channel of distribution. So their role is also very important. The audience, the desired audience for the advertising message. Data gathering technology improves the accuracy of information about customers. Then advertisers must recognize the various target audiences they are talking to and know as much about them as possible. Okay. Now what are the components of advertising? First is strategy. What should be the strategy? It is the logic and the planning behind the ad that gives its direction. The advertisers develop ads to meet the objectives. Advertisers direct ads to identify audience. Advertisers create a message that speaks to the audience concerned. Advertisers run ads in the most effective media. This is all very common, simple thing. More the creative ad will be, more its impact will be. Like people will keep on thinking about it for a long time. Now a new policy has been adopted by the advertising agencies. Now what they have been doing is they advertise the product in two parts. On the first day they say this is they create a suspense type of a thing. And after they say, if you want to know the answer, you can watch this channel at this time on this date. Then what happens? They show the remaining part of the product, or what the actual product is. They reveal the name after on that particular day. This is another technique which has been used by the companies of late to keep the interest of the people. Then execution is again choosing the right channel and putting the product well across in the market. Now media of advertising, it is the television, internet, magazine, or deciding how to deliver the messages require creativity. How you say something and where you say it is just as important as what you say. The types of advertising. First is brand advertising, retail or local advertising. You must have seen different banners are put at different places, and the glow sign board of the shops, they have the name of the product on top of them, and the name of the shop is written in the bottom corner. That is another manner. Then direct response advertising. Direct response advertising is also very popular means. Can you give me one example of the same? Direct response advertising. Sagatu and Tamil Yaki. direct response advertising. Any example you have? Tamil, you have any example for that? No? Okay. So direct response advertising is like if you go to a restaurant, then what do they have? They have a feedback form. Some of the restaurants they offer you a feedback form, isn't it? Then what do? You fill the feedback form and hand it over back to them. That is a type of direct response advertising. They will get to know about your liking or disliking immediately through that feedback form. Okay. Okay. Now, what makes an ad effective? If it creates an impression for the product or brand, if it influences people to respond in some way, if it separates the product or brand from the competition in the mind of the consumer. Okay. If your ad creates an impression for the product, then it's really an effective one. If it influences the people, even if they respond in a negative manner, it means they have noticed the ad and they are now responding to it. So that should be accepted. So this is done. Now we go to this one. It's about types of advertising that we have done. Okay, let me just confirm. Now, types of advertisement. These are the different types of advertisement which could be done. First is on the basis of geographical spread, means the geographical area, on the basis of demand influence, on the basis of target group, on the basis of corporate philosophy, and on the basis of media. So what is on the basis of geographical spread? National advertising. National advertising is the one which hits the whole country. So that is national advertising. So most of the products are advertised nationally only, but there are some products which are advertised locally. If there is a particular event going on in one town, maybe yes, yes. So I was telling you about national advertising. Suppose there is a circus show going on in a particular region. Then is it worthwhile to advertise for it on a national television? So that in Tamil? No, it's not feasible because that will just add to the cost. and its impact will be not so good. Yes, local channels. That ad for it can be published in the local newspapers or local magazines. Banners may be put up at different places. Pamphlets may be distributed. That all can help. So, the advertiser uses the national media to inform the consumer about the product. When he has to reach the whole country, then he can do that. Now, if we talk about Aadhaar, this is a card which has been made compulsory in India. It's called Aadhaar card. It's like your identification mark, not mark exactly, your identification document. So this is like public advertising, which I was telling. You about one example of that. Now, local advertising example is this one. But this is a Coca-Cola. This is a cola which is manufactured locally in a particular district or a region, in a particular state. Sorry. So that is local advertising. This should be advertised locally only. Then global advertising. It is the one in which the product is advertised on a global basis, like advertisement for Dell, for Electrolux, for Videocon, for Samsung. These are all international brands. They are all they operate all across the globe. So they can go for global advertising. Their ad may be same in India as well as in Abu Dhabi. Okay. on Kingfisher beer. Yes. So it's the make of brand in India, and what they are doing is now they are just advertising their product in the name of packaged drinking water or soda. They say Kingfisher soda, Kingfisher packaged drinking water, or it's like Bagpiper soda. They don't say Bagpiper whiskey, it's Bagpiper soda. So that is surrogate advertising. Hidden. Okay. Then on the basis of this is direct response advertising. This I already told you. Now on the basis of media, audio advertising. Like you can see the advertisement is done on the television, then on the radio also. Especially for local brands. Audio advertising is really good. Then visual advertising, it can be on TV, it can be in the newspaper, banners, anything. TV, you can see. Can you see the next slide? At my end, it's not uploaded yet. Now written advertising, newspapers. Internet advertising. This has become a very popular means of advertising these days, isn't it? Then mobile advertising. You get messages in your ad about certain brands, about certain things. So this is about it. Now we see a case study. This is a case study on Coca-Cola advertising. So you can see this is about the marketing strategy of Coca-Cola company. This is the history of the company. We don't need to go into detail for that. You can see it's the world's largest beverage company. It is number 1 according to the Fortune survey. And this company is headquartered in Atlanta, Georgia, in US. And its stock is listed in the NYSE. Means if your company is listed in NYSE, means you are a big brand. Its current chairman is CEO is Mohtar Kent. So KRA is the basis of performance management, that is key result area at Coca-Cola company. In every corner of the world you find Coca-Cola, isn't it? It is that popular. So what is it? That we already know. It is a carbonated drink. It is a drink made up of carbonized water. Now why is it so famous? Because people get addicted to caffeine. So it spends $1 trillion on advertising. It is delicious and refreshing. It is one of the most bought soft drinks in the world. It is used as a medicinal product. You can buy it anywhere. You can see Coca-Cola. It's all over the world. 450 brands it has. It has got Fanta, it has got Coke, Coca-Cola, then Sprite, and then you have Kinley water. All these are the brands of Coca-Cola. You can see 3,500 products are there. Can you see the number of employees in this company? It's too big. Now, what is the marketing plan of this company? The Coca-Cola company's mission statement is it's like to benefit and refresh everyone who is touched by our business. Now, what's next? What is their marketing plan? Marketing is the role used by business to plan, price, promote, and distribute. So what are the steps in it? It's situation analysis, then target market, objective goals, marketing strategies, monitoring and controlling, and then situation analysis. So marketing strategy is the process or model to allow a company to organize to focus limited resources on the best opportunities. But what are the steps? Analyzing the product, planning what to do, and then executing it. These are the main steps. So analysis is analyzing the organization, customers, competitors, and the business environment in which we operate. Planning is match between the business environment and our missions and values. And the next is execution. So execution is in order to communicate our improved value proposition. Now its marketing strategies are following. It follows the policy of 3 A's. First is acceptability. Through effective marketing, ensuring Coca-Cola brands are an integral part of consumers' daily lives, making Coca-Cola the preferred beverage everywhere. Okay. Then affordability. Coca-Cola guarantees it offers the best price in terms of value for money. Even a person with very low income can afford to buy Coca-Cola. It has become so cheap. 10 rupees for 500 ml. That is good enough. Anyone can afford that. So it's affordable. Then availability, making sure that Coca-Cola brands are available anywhere people want refreshment, a pervasive penetration of the marketplace. That everybody knows. This brand is available everywhere and everybody loves to drink Coca-Cola. So this brings us to the end of this PPT, and this brings us to the end of this class also. I'll wind up 5 minutes before because it's the festival of Diwali, so I'm missing out. I'm just busy taking the class, so I'll just wind up. I hope you will not mind that. I'll make up for these 5 minutes in the next class. Okay. So what you can do is you can just fill the feedback form which you are going to get at the end of the class. Okay, everyone? Is it clear? So thanks for your time, both of you, and please fill the form, feedback form, which you will get at the end of the class. And you can get these PPTs from the coordinator, or you can get it from the learning material. Learning management system. You can get it from there also. Okay. I'll just write that name. You all know about this learning management system. You all have been provided a password and a user ID to access to the same. So please use it, and you can download all these PPTs from there. Okay, class wise it's available. So we'll meet in the next class. So do take care, good care of yourself. Have a great weekend, and just fill the feedback form. Okay, thanks for your time.